Into trending topics we go. So let's take a look at it. So here, is this the question or no? We're going straight into trending topics. Okay, never know. They like to keep us on our toes every morning. First It's the question, then it's trends. You know, you've got to be on your toes now. Pala Pala Farmgate. Any surprise? That's like even taken over from the World Cup here in South Africa.
That is all the talk. And of course, this was greatly anticipated by many South Africans to see what the independent panel would basically come up with in terms of their findings. Knowing very well, of course, and one can't overemphasize the fact that these findings are not binding by any stretch of the imagination. So it now would trigger the further parliamentary processes in this regard, and these are some of the things that we will be talking to and unpacking.
Indeed, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that conversation, so do stay tuned and listen to it. I mean, there are so many, everything after that is basically related to this Pala Pala trend. If you look at social media, I mean, when you look at the trends list, it's Arthur Fraser that's trending. You've got Ace Magashule trending. Ati's also trending at the moment, and people are asking, Ati, where are you? Why are you not tweeting? We want to hear from you. But anyway, that's Ati trending, and Paul Mashatile also jumping to that trends list. So. Yeah, I don't know. People are just looking and thinking, well, that could very much so be the next man that we'll see taking over the presidency. It
may not. Yeah. You know, there's so much going on and so much horse trading in the lead up to the ANC's 55th elective conference. And I think all of this, the Pala Pala Farmgate saga now and the findings of the independent panel have also just ruffled more feathers there and thrown the whole thing into, I guess, more of a spectacle that would be coming up just to see what happens now. Will those who have sworn allegiance to Cyril Ramaphosa remain loyal to him? Yeah. Will they jump ship? There's already been talk, even before yesterday's panel release, that some people are perhaps willing to pull a fast one and, you know, stab whoever they've promised their votes to in the back. Wow. So all of this is, of course,
all of this is being spoken about, and this has just turned the elective conference onto its stomach, its back, its head, you name it. I mean, if you thought it was going to be a sure win or a sure thing going into that conference, there's a very different feeling now. ANC, NEC also trending. I mean, when you look at what's being spoken about, and I mean, actually what just jumped at me this, you know, having a look is the New York Times. They leading. Their big story is this morning, breaking news, South Africa moves a step closer to removing President Cyril Ramaphosa, with a report saying he may have broken the law. So that's the lead story of the New York Times and all over the world, to give you a sense of the weight of this particular story. And the NEC, of course, I mean, that's everybody now talking to what they're going to do.
And Paul Mashatile also getting dragged in. So all of those are related, because now Paul Mashatile has basically called for a special NEC meeting to discuss the findings of this report.
And that's happening
today.
Yeah, that's happening today. So that's being called, ANC calling that special National Executive Committee meeting to discuss the findings. All right, so let's just talk Soccer World Cup, shall we? For the Football World Cup, that was a big one yesterday, and we're seeing this group of 16 being solidified more and more and more. Australia beat Denmark 1-0 and advanced to the round of 16 alongside France, but France had already qualified, so that was a beautiful match to watch there.
The Argentine dream lives on, so they are through to the next round as well. And so we'll talk more about.
Very sad that Tunisia didn't get through, but what a beautiful, beautiful game they played yesterday, but just not making it into the final 16.
So we'll talk more about all of that, of course, in our World Cup segment in the second hour.